Some gentleman sent a text, said, Apostle, there are so many things, so many books, so many people speaking about finance. What should be area of concentration? When it has to do with the subject of finances, there are so many things to learn. So learning about finances is like learning about a car. You don't need to know every part and the way everything works to be able to drive. If I am to summarize finances with respect to someone who just wants to prosper God's way, I may break it down into just 5 areas where you really need to focus on. Number 1 would be your growth and transformation. You need to learn about the way finances work in the kingdom and then grow yourself spiritually. Anything in the kingdom starts with God as its epicenter, and that includes finances. So just because you are discussing the subject of finance does not mean you remove God or smuggle him somewhere. The equation remains the same. In the beginning, God. Once you compromise and you tamper with that formula and that sequence, there will be a side effect. Recall I told you it is possible to prosper financially not loving God, not knowing God, not respecting him, but there are other components that will be missing in your life. The peace that only he can bring, the joy that only he can bring, rest around about. Are we together? For that gentleman, focus number 1 on the area of your spiritual growth and transformation. We agreed last week that poverty is a spirit, is a mindset, and then there are various activities. You can change jobs, you can change location, but if carrying the same faulty thinking and under the influence of the same spirit, your outcomes will be the same. The second area to focus on will be to understand giving. It's impossible to prosper God's way, in fact, any way, without understanding giving. Giving is a pivotal subject as far as becoming blessed, wealthy, and experiencing abundance in the kingdom. You must focus on value, contribution, and productivity. Value is a measure of your ability to provide solutions, to meet needs, and to solve problems. Productivity talks of refining your value and turning it into products and services. Are we together? Serving it with excellence to a targeted consumer base. It's important for you to know that you are dealing with men. There is a dimension of finances that is a product of transactions. So to the degree to which you are valuable, you are a contributor, and then you are productive. Number 4, you must study relationships. You cannot prosper financially in life and even in the kingdom if you do not understand relationships. It's called favor with men. Luke 2:52. Hallelujah. Relationship is an accelerator, sometimes an unfair accelerator. Hallelujah. And I've taught you that there are principles for commanding favor through relationships. One of it is the practice of honor. One of it is to be a mutual contributor to that relationship. And where you cannot bring value, bring gratitude. Don't forget. And then finally, you must understand the law of increase. Increase has to do with 3 areas: financial management systems. That's where you talk of savings, you talk of planning, you talk of how to distribute and allocate resources according to your needs. Then you must understand investments. There is only one way money multiplies: investment. The only way, not one of the ways, that money multiplies is by investment.